Alright, we have finished putting back together the clutch side over here. The issue was the starter gear and its related little needle bearings were very gunked up and it couldn't spin at all by hand. So when you hit the starter button, you'd hear the click of the starter and the click of the relay, but it just couldn't turn the engine over, even though the battery is brand new and fully charged and everything. So we had to basically disassemble, we had to take the cover off, disassemble all the starter gear mechanism, clean it really well, lightly lube it. You know, you only do like very light lube, like chain lube or WD-40 or something, just a liquid lube when you put it back together. You don't want any thick lube on it because it needs to spin freely, basically. And you have to put the gasket back on before you put the belt on. So remember that also. The gasket goes on first, then the belt back on, then the bell, goes back on, then the cover goes back on. Because if you try to do it, if you try to put the belt on first, then the gasket, you will tear the gasket right down the middle here. And that's that. And so we turn our key switch on and try her out. And she fires right off. There you go. And all we'll left to do is give her a good clean up and put her back together and she'll be ready to rock and roll. And we'll probably, improve the wiring here on that little tail light. The wiring is broken back here. Hook up the little headlight, which also does work, but it's not wired as of the moment. But that's it. She runs good. Very happy with that. The electric start was not working at all due to that servicing that needed doing to the starter gear mechanism. What else we do? We installed a new carburetor because the old one was in really rough shape. And it was kind of pointless to try and clean it out and start, with new jets and everything, because you couldn't even pull the pilot jet out of the thing. That's how bad it was. So we just replaced the carburetor altogether. Leaned down that jetting just a step, because the jetting that this carb came with was a tad too rich. So we leaned it down on the clip. Otherwise, it's got stock pilot jet, stock main jet, and half a turn out on your air screw. And just set the idle as needed. Make sure that your throttle is about an 1/8 inch or so of play in it. And new spark plug, tighten everything up. The exhaust manifold, the little crush gasket underneath was pretty worn out, so we replaced that as well because we had a pretty substantial exhaust leak. Clean and lube the chain. And lubed all the cables, lubed the throttle mechanism, lubed all of your cables through here, all through here. We use a little cable lubing device that makes that work really well. So all the cables should work nice and smooth now. They were a little bit stiff before. So all that works nicely. Lubed the choke cable also, so that works easier. Throttle cables lubed, throttle mechanisms lubed. Greased. You got a couple of grease fittings on your axle area here. All that was greased as well. And the only thing left to do is give her a nice bath and put her back together, and she'll be ready to rock and roll. This is a 2004 Polaris Predator 50. Check out our previous videos on the troubleshooting we did on this cute little ATV, and we're always doing other stuff, so check out our other videos. You might find something that'll help you in the future. So we'll see y'all later.